going out. I'm going under, Nene. I'm going under. Go back, go back, go back. Good man, D. Give me the steal. I'm going under it. I'm going under it. Go way to show. Go way to show. I'm here. Good D. Rebound, y'all. Rebound. Where you going? No. Oh, I'm still trying to learn the game, man. I got like my post game is terrible. Good D. Let's go. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm back. New video, and we're gonna be talking about playing defense in NBA Live. Now, a few people have been hitting me up on YouTube asking me for some advice on how to play better defense online in NBA Live 15. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put together a little video offering some tips and tricks. Hopefully it can help somebody out. Now, before we jump into the video, I just want to go ahead and say this. If you're new to NBA Live 15, you gotta understand that paint cheese is in this game. At this current state, they need to give us a patch or something to tone down points in the paint. For all the people that got the game already, you already know this, but if you're online playing and you getting killed, dude scoring like 40, 50 in the paint, scoring 70 points, you're like, man, how can't I stop him in the paint? There's really nothing you can do. Points in the paint until they adjust it for us, give us a patch of some sort, it's just high. Mid-range shooting is way too low, points in the paint way too high. It's just something you got to deal with. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to call plays in this game, so I'm not going to go in depth on all of that stuff, but there are 4 defensive plays that you can call, of course. I mean, the basic typical ones, 2-3, 3-2, full court man-to-man. Now, in my opinion, you should always use man-to-man, never use zone, because if you use zone or full court, it's just going to lead to some full court passes and you just getting burnt from the 3 and inside even more. So if you're asking me what you should run, you should always run man-to-man no matter what. Now, what I do want to talk about is the defensive pressure settings. So let's go ahead and pull up, and I'll pull up Xbox and PS4 controls. I just got them off the Live website so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So they give us 4 options for defensive pressure settings, and they all can be triggered with double tap in a direction on the D-pad. So we got pack paint, coach default, star focus, and pressure shooters. Okay, so most of these are self-explanatory. Pack paint basically backs your guys up to try to clog the paint up a little bit more. Coach default is tailored towards whatever defensive set that team runs. Star focus will focus on a star player of the team, and pressure shooters will pretty much try to prevent any open threes or just close that gap between your defenders and shooters on the perimeter. Now, when I'm playing online, I mainly use pressure shooters only because I feel like I can play good man-to-man defense and somewhat prevent the guy from getting inside or make him pick up his dribble to where he can't get to the paint as easy. And with playing pressure shooters, my defenders are on the perimeter kind of pushing up on his guys to prevent from those open looks that he'll get from those driving kicks. So that's mainly what I use. So that would be my first tip. When you start the game, always call your defensive play and your pressure settings, as you see me doing in this video right here. Okay, so now that we done started the game, we done called our plays, we got all that stuff set up, let's talk about actually playing man-to-man defense. Now, quick note, I'm not saying that you can't change your defensive plays throughout the course of a game, but just start with those 2. For the most part, they'll work, trust me. Now, when you're playing man-to-man, it's always important to always play on ball, never play off ball. For the simple fact that if you play off ball and the user takes a jump shot and the CPU is like within arm's reach of the guy, it'll be a foul on a jump shot most of the time. I've learned this, so never play off ball, always play on ball defense. So that would be my second tip, to always play on ball defense. Now, the important thing with playing on-ball defense is to always take advantage of the defensive assist button, which is L2 on PS4, left trigger on Xbox One. This button basically helps you out with guarding an offensive player. That allows you, it helps you bump them. It pretty much decreases their shot success when they take a shot right on you. It automatically contests the shot for you and things like that. So always make sure if you're guarding somebody, make sure you keep that L2 button held down. And that would be my third tip. Always take advantage of the L2 left trigger button defensive assist. Don't ever try to close out a jump shot by jumping at them. Just run up to them, hold L2, let the computer kind of help you out with that. Okay, and that brings me into bumping animations. when you're playing defense and you're holding down that defensive assist button, or even if you're not holding it down, most cases, if a dude is charging right in front of you, you'll get the bumping animation. You got to learn how to use this to your advantage. As you can see in this clip here, and I'll just keep it repeating, you can see Bradley Beal playing defense. The key with the bumping animation is not to get sucked into it. What you want to do is you want to let the guy bump you, bounce back, and then kind of get up on him again. What'll happen is if you get sucked into that bumping animation, it'll be easy for him to kind of get around you and get right to the cup. So let him bump you, bounce back, get back up on him. If he takes the jump shot, hold L2. That's pretty much all you got to do. Now, I'm not saying this is going to stop everybody, but this is a good basis of what you should be doing when you're trying to play defense. Alright, so this brings me to the last tip of my video, which is how to get steals, and this all piggybacks off the whole bumping animation. As you can see in this clip here, if you're good enough to stay in front of somebody while using the defensive assist button, it'll give them that animation to where they gotta bump and kind of bounce back. That's the perfect time to go for a steal because they leave the ball wide open. Now, another animation that may happen is if you're playing defense like that, you may also cause the ball handler to pick the ball up. This is another good opportunity to go for a steal. It's not guaranteed, but if it's a person that has a pretty solid defensive rating, steal rating, you can get a steal that way as well. I wouldn't say go for that one all the time. Just kind of go for, if you see it's open, I wouldn't mind attempting to steal if the ball is open and I can see it. Now, the reason I say you should go for the steal once you get that bumping animation, because if you don't, as you can see in this clip here, if you're just playing tight D on somebody and you go for that steal, if they're a solid ball handler, they'll do this behind the back animation as you see here, and once they do that, you're completely out of the play. So that's pretty much it for me, man. That's just some tips that I can share as far as playing defense online. Like I said, the game in its current state right now is kind of cheesy, so you can't stop everything, but if you do some of this stuff, you can at least limit the cheese to an extent to where you can give yourself a chance to win the game. Make sure you hit the link in the description to my Twitch channel, because what I'll be doing is I'm just basically streaming and then exporting the video straight to my YouTube channel. So that's why you see all the videos in the full game format. I don't chop it up, because on Twitch you can just kind of cut it into sections you'll stream and send it straight to YouTube. So make sure you check out that, man. Follow so you can catch me when I'm streaming. I may come out, if you got any other questions that maybe I can help with, man, I'll try. Just leave the comments below, and I'll try to help you guys out. Peace.
Ball comes loose, reaches in for the steal.